in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Zings it complete to the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to hit.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Knight. It's complete on the right side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They send the tight end in motion. Unloads quickly. Fighting off the defender. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Gets the back moving. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Reads it, fires complete. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Moves away as he feels pressure. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And the Bulldogs are backed up, they can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking to pass. It's Knight. He's got his man.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Knight. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Fires complete on the crosser. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. to the air. It's Knight. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it. It's caught. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wide receiver going in motion. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Wants to pass. The quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. The give to the back. There he goes. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Goes to the option. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the 1st down. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Takes the handoff. It's Whitaker. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Quick completion on the out route. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up?
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Cunningham. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Knight. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he's not going to take the touchback. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half. So
Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boston College delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Chestnut Hill. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Dropping back, it's Knight. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Buys a little extra time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well.
Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Motion from the back. Defense not showing press coverage. He's got him. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's fourth down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Never a doubt. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
27.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Through the first 3 quarters of this game, we are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. They kick it away on 4th down. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Inside the 25. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clinton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Knight. Finds his big tight end. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the option. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Cunningham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing route.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Cunningham. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
With the catch, it's Whitaker. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the ground with the back. There he goes. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Timeout, Alabama.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Knight. A little release to the back. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Good quickness to grab it off for the touchdown. Touchdown, Bulldog! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets...
Oh, he's got some space. The 10. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown time! They move on top here in the fourth.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Baker. And the ball is loose on the return.
And they're going to get an earful from their coach. Those are the plays that it better work. That lateral better go to the guy. He better chew up big yards or you're going to be in trouble. I get it, trying to make a play, trying to make something happen, but instead you made something happen for the other team, and you're getting an earful.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.